Hi mates, welcome to another wonderful video where I'll be showing you how I made this backless bralette top. Watch to the end and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. Now let's get into it. So for this, I'm making use of this material. This is actually some scrap that I have, but to make this top you'll be needing like 2 years of material. Yeah, so the first thing I did was to pick up the first scrap that I have and then make a triangular fold like that, and from the top I had to get to my underbust, which is 14.5 inches, and then I have to mark all the way like so and connect the dots and actually cut that out. Right now with this I'll be cutting out like three more to make it four piece of it. So this is what we have after cutting it. So I'll just be placing one on top of each other and just to get like two piece. So after that I'll be cutting out the band and actually the belt, which is 2.5 inches. Okay, so I have to cut out two of that. All right, and now the next thing I did was to fold my remaining material into two. Okay, and in case you're wondering, this very material is just like 1.5, so folding it into two will be giving me like 3 yards, right? And then from my half length, which is 18, I had to mark down to my full length, which is 27 inches. Okay, so I marked that all the way and then cut it out after marking it, right? So if you've watched to this end, to this point, sorry, please do not forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay, thank you so much. Now back to this video. Okay, so this is me cutting it out. All right, and yeah, voila, this is what we have, two of it. And for this remaining one, I'll be using that for the strap for the neck of the top, right? So altogether this is what we have. So the first thing I did was to work on that neck strap, right? And after which I'll be working on the bralette cup itself. So placing one on top of the other, right side facing each other, and then placing my strap the way I am placing it right now. Okay, so the next thing I did was just to pin it down to hold them in place. Work with your pins. It is very, very important if you're using this kind of material. And even if you're using an African print, please just use your pin to hold it down. Okay, there is no harm in doing that, right? So after I'm done pinning that down, the next thing I'm going to do just to sew from that point to that point. Again, so from that point to that point, the down part, do not sew up the down part. Okay, so after sewing that up, this is what we have right now. So the next thing I'm going to do is to gather the down part like so. Okay, just gather it up to give us what we actually want for this top. Okay, and yeah, this is what it looks like after making the gathers to it. So the next thing I did was to make like a fold on top of each other, like make it overlap each other using 2 inches. So 2 inch from the middle in, and then that is what I use in making it lap each other, because I wouldn't want the center to be open. Right now this is the band, okay, of this top. So what I did was to mark out the center point of it, and then I divided my waist measurements into four, right, to mark out the first half of the top. Right, what I mean is divide your waist measurement into four, then from the center unfold, you get that measurement, right? So by the time you spread it open, it will be giving you like the front part of your dress. Okay, so that is actually what I did here. Now after doing that, the next thing I did was just to sandwich the bralettes um on the band of this top, right? What I mean by that is I mark the middle of the bralette, and then take one of those straps or the band of the top, and then hold it like so, and then also take the other part as well and put it at the back of it, so meaning that the bralette is in between both of the bands. Okay, do you get what I'm saying? Again, just place the bralette at the center, and then take this one of the band on in front, the other one at the back. All right, so in that case, you're sandwiching the bralette into the band. Okay, that is just it. So after that, I'm just going to go ahead and sew that up. After sewing it up, this is what we have. That technique is going to make you not have any seam. Okay, and after that, the next thing I did was just to gather the down parts of this top like so, and then the next part is going to be just me joining the down part to the upper part of it. Right at this point, you just have to mark the full measurement of your waist, and then just attach it to it. So before I did that, I left that opening at the back. Okay, just a small cut like 2 inches. Okay, and now this is what we have. All right, so this top actually has it more like a belt at the waist, and then a strap at the neck of it, to at the upper part of it, just to tie it around your neck. All right, so it's an alternate backless bralette top. Okay, hope you understand what I'm saying. And now the next thing I'm going to do is just to fold the down parts of this top, and that will be all. All right, I hope you understood everything, every explanation I gave to make this top. And if you don't, just hit me in the comment section with your questions. And voila, this is what we have. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please do like, comment, and share, and subscribe. See you in my next one. Bye.